"You'll never be more than a burden," his stepfather sneered. At 17, kicked out with nothing but a duffel bag and a cracked phone, he slept in his car and worked night shifts. But every insult became fuel. He wasn't just surviving, he was planning. While others saw a failure, he saw a blank canvas. And he was about to paint a masterpiece no one could ignore. He started small, flipping thrift store finds online. Within months, he was making more than his old manager. He reinvested every dollar, launching a niche e-commerce site selling custom phone cases. It exploded. Orders poured in. He didn't just want money, he wanted to prove he could build something from nothing. And he was just getting started. The stepfather, still mocking, still watching, still clueless. By 23, he owned 3 online brands. Then came the coffee shop. Everyone laughed, coffee was saturated. But he didn't sell coffee, he sold community. Local art, live music, and a pay-it-forward board. It went viral. Lines wrapped around the block. Investors called. He opened 5 more. His stepfather's construction firm? Struggling. The irony? One of the new cafes was built in a space his stepfather once owned. He didn't stop. He launched a mentorship platform for young entrepreneurs, offering free resources and startup grants. Thousands signed up. Media outlets called him the empathy CEO. He wasn't just building businesses, he was building people. Meanwhile, his stepfather's company filed for bankruptcy. The man who once said he'd never succeed now watched his stepson's face on magazine covers. The tables hadn't just turned, they'd flipped completely. At a local awards gala, he was named Entrepreneur of the Year. As he stepped on stage, he spotted his stepfather in the crowd. Older, smaller, silent. He didn't gloat. He thanked the people who believed in him and even those who didn't. "Rejection," he said, "is just redirection." The applause was thunderous. His stepfather clapped too, but his eyes said everything: regret, awe, and disbelief. He bought his childhood home, not to live in, but to turn it into a shelter for teens aging out of foster care. "No one should feel unwanted," he said. The media called it poetic justice. But for him, it wasn't revenge. It was healing. He didn't need to erase his past. He just rewrote the ending. And in doing so, he gave others a new beginning. Today, he runs a portfolio of companies worth over $300 million. But he still drives the same beat-up car from his early days. Not because he has to, but because it reminds him where he started. His stepfather's name, forgotten, his own, synonymous with resilience. He didn't just outgrow the shadow, he became the light. And it all started with being cast out. Sometimes rejection is the best gift.